Hello and welcome back to Jacob's Toys 5-minute figure reviews. Please do like, share, subscribe, all of those things. All support to the channel is very much appreciated. So we are taking a look at the Marvel Legends Compound Hulk, and I've got to say a huge thank you to Zavvi UK for sending this guy over to me. It's very much appreciated. Do go and check out their website if you fancy picking one up yourself. Check the description for the link. Let's take a closer look at the Compound Hulk figure then from Marvel Legends. Now this guy is built on the same buck as the other Hulks that we've had recently, so there's nothing new to tell you about how he is built. In the box you get two alternate hands, open palm hands, obviously one red, one green to go on the red and green arms. Now I'm not going to lie, I'll be up front, when I first saw this guy announced I wasn't overly sold on him and I was going to pass him by, but considering I've got all of the other Hulks in my collection, I decided that I had to actually pick him up. So again, a huge thank you to Zavvi for sending him over to me. As I said, the articulation is very similar, well exactly the same as all the other Hulks. You've got the butterfly joints there in the shoulders, and obviously he's got his articulation, his little hair or something there, a bit of plastic, get that off. He's got his articulation in his knees, his wrists, his feet, etc. One thing I will say about the nails on the Red Hulk is on the previous version of the Red Hulk, his nails were black, which they're not on this, which is a shame. Having a look at the face sculpt, it is the sculpt that was used on the recent Red Hulk, with obviously half of it painted green, so it's a nice alternate look for that green face. We've not seen the Green Hulk on this head cast before, so that was definitely a nice touch. What else can I say about him? Well, unfortunately there's a little bit of paint rub here on his abs. You can just about make it out. So the torso here is red painted over green, because where the green scratched away there's a little bit of red, which is a bit of a shame. Ironically though, the bottom half of him is black painted over purple, and you can tell that because when you do a waist swivel you can see the purple plastic there exposed over the black jean. And if you do it the other way, you can see on the top half, you can see the red, green painted over the red. Now these are minor things. It's not, it doesn't make any difference to the figure on the shelf, but I did want to just point them out. Now, for anybody unfamiliar with who Compound Hulk is, he is actually a combination of both the Green Hulk and the Red Hulk. So obviously General Ross and Bruce Banner. Now I'm just going to pull in two of the older versions of the Hulk. So the green one that came in the 80th anniversary with Wolverine, and of course the recently or more recent deluxe figure, the Red Hulk. Now I've added the flames here from the Build-A-Figure Goblin just because, well, if you see the Red Hulk, you know he has fire. So when you actually stand the three of them together, it actually looks quite nice. Now, just going back to the story, basically what happens is Zemnu comes down, he beats Red Hulk, Green Hulk comes along, he beats Green Hulk, and then Impossible Man comes along, and Impossible Man kind of merges them together to make Compound Hulk, so that he has all of the strong points of both of them, and he's able to beat him. Insane, I know, but it happened in the comics, and therefore we have the figure of him. Now, just looking at the figures, you can see here that the green and the red are both slightly different than the green and the red on the standalone figures. Also as well, the purple on the Green Hulk shorts are a lot more vibrant on this Compound Hulk than they are on the 80th anniversary version. Now that's what I was telling you about the nails earlier on. If you have a look at the fingernails and the toenails of the Red Hulk, they're painted black, whereas on this Compound Hulk they're not, which is a shame, because obviously you can't swap the hands around, but then why would you want to? Because if you look carefully you can actually see that they're a slightly different red colour anyway. It's just a minor detail that it would have been nice to have had. Now if you compare the greens here, the Compound Hulk is a lot more vibrant looking green than the 80th anniversary, and I actually prefer it. I really do like that vibrant kind of green colour. However, the red colouring on the Compound Hulk I don't favour as much as the red colouring on the standalone Red Hulk, just because it's a bit more kind of bright, whereas I do prefer that kind of more kind of dull look. Either way, he's a really cool Hulk to have, and if you have the Red Hulk and you have the Green Hulk in your collections, then I fully suggest picking this guy up because he makes a welcome addition to the shelf and to the Hulk collection. Now what's also nice is obviously he is technically a standalone character. He's not the Green Hulk, he's not the Red Hulk, he is the Compound Hulk. So you can technically have him on your shelf alongside both of these without doubling up on any particular character. Now I'll just move these guys out of the way and just focus a little bit more on Compound Hulk before we finish up on the 5 minutes. Now all the joints are pretty good. I think the weakest joints in this one are probably the legs, but I think that's just my version, it's a little bit weaker. Now getting him into a pose obviously is quite simple. The butterfly joints allow for a nice bit of movement in the arms. I'm a massive fan of this buck for the Hulk, and I'm sure we've not seen the end of it yet. I'm sure they're going to give us a few more Hulk variations on this particular body. So there we go. So yeah, all in all, he's not a bad figure at all. Definitely worth picking up if you're a fan of the Hulk. The application is really nice, and he looks really cool on the shelf as well. So once again, massive thank you to Zavvi UK for sending him over. Do check the description for a link to their website. And if you're enjoying the 5-minute figure reviews, please do like, share, subscribe, and all of those things. All support is very much appreciated, and I'll catch you next time.
Oh, yeah.